What's going on YouTube? It's X-Man 1991. I am back with another video. I hope you guys had an incredible weekend. I know I did by watching some sports. So without wasting any more time, I got 4 games that I got to do a recap on. But first, a little quick update. Rapper Tory Lanez's sentencing was supposed to be for today, but it eventually got pushed back to April 10th. Tory Lanez has been in jail without bond since December 23rd after he was convicted of attempting to kill Megan Thee Stallion in July of 2020. So now we have to wait for another month for Tory Lanez's sentencing. That was still fucked up for what he tried to do to Megan Thee Stallion. That was not cool. That's why he's getting exactly what he deserves. And I know his dad is trying to do the best he can to get Tory out of jail. And the reason why his sentencing got pushed back to April 10th is because he just hired new attorneys. So I will keep you updated on his sentencing, which is now scheduled for April 10th. And the Astros beat the New York Mets in their 4th spring training game 8-4. Tomorrow they take on the Red Sox. Now, first game we're going to do a recap on is the Lakers versus the Mavericks. The Lakers got crushed in the first half, giving up 8 points in the first quarter, 28-16. Damn, Lakers, you only scored 16 points in the first quarter? What the hell were y'all doing? Then they gave up 2 points in the second, 33-31. At halftime, Mavericks 61, Lakers 47. Lakers made a comeback in the second half, outscoring the Mavs by 9 in the third, 31-20. After the third quarter, Mavs 81, Lakers 78. Lakers outscored the Mavs by 4 in the fourth quarter, 33-27. Final score: Los Angeles Lakers 111, Dallas Mavericks 108. The Mavs fall 32-30 as the Lakers are now 29-32. The player of the game was not LeBron James. It was Anthony Davis, 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. He needed 6 more assists to go with a triple-double. Jared Vanderbilt needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 15 points, 17 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kyrie Irving needed 5 more assists to go with a triple-double. 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And speaking of LeBron, I got some breaking news. I believe LeBron James is going to be out for at least 2 weeks due to injuring his foot. So that's the news that I wanted to break out before I do a recap of the next game. Get well soon, LeBron. Because the Lakers are going to have to do without you tonight when they go against the Grizzlies. But we'll see what happens. Next game. The Washington Wizards versus the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls lost by deuce in the first quarter, 27-25. But they made a comeback, outscoring the Wizards by 4 in the second, 22-18. At halftime, Bulls 47, Wizards 45. The Bulls dominated the second half, outscoring the Wizards by 5 in the third quarter, 27-22. After the third quarter, Bulls 74, Wizards 67. Bulls outscored the Wizards by 13 in the fourth quarter, 28-15. And they crushed the Wizards by 20, 102-82. The Bulls are now 28-33 as the Wizards fall 28-32. The player of the game was DeMar DeRozan with 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nikolai Vucevic needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 16 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. Daniel Gafford also needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. Tonight, the Bulls are in Toronto against the Raptors. Then tomorrow, they go against the Pistons in Motown. Oh, the Lakers' last game of the season is on Easter Sunday, April 9th, taking on the Jazz. And I believe the Bulls' last game of the regular season on Easter Sunday is taking on the Pistons. They have a game on my sister's birthday, April 5th, against the Bucks. Next game. Last night's game between the Miami Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers. The Heat dominated the first half, outscoring the 76ers by 4 in the first quarter, 28-22. Then they outscored them by deuce in the second quarter, 30-28. At halftime, Heat 58, 76ers 50. The Heat lost by 4 in the third quarter, 30-26. After 3, Heat 84, 76ers 80. The Heat lost by deuce in the fourth quarter, 19-17, but they were still able to hold on to the victory as they beat the Philadelphia 76ers by deuce, 101-99. The Heat are now 33-29 as the 76ers fall 39-21. And the player of the game was, of course, Jimmy Butler. 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. He needed 1 more assist to go with a triple-double. James Harden needed 4 more rebounds to go with a triple-double. 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 12 assists. Joel Embiid needed 8 more assists to go with a triple-double. 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. These two will get it on again tomorrow. And the Heat's last game of the regular season is taking on the Magic on Easter Sunday. I got one more game to do a recap on. And that is the Houston Rockets versus the Portland Trail Blazers. The Rockets got crushed in the first half, giving up a point in the first quarter, 32-31. Then they gave up 14 in the second quarter, 41-27. At halftime, Trailblazers 73, Rockets 58. Rockets outscored the Trailblazers by 1 in the third quarter, 30-29. After 3, Trailblazers 102, Rockets 80. Rockets lost by Tress in the fourth quarter, 29-26. Final score, Portland Trailblazers 131, Houston Rockets 114. Trailblazers are now 29-31 as the Rockets fall 13-47. Unbelievable. Let me see how many games the Rockets lost by 4. Let me see, because I know they beat. Trying to find out which team that they beat. Let me see. Let me see. Last time they won a game was January 23rd when they beat the Timberwolves 119-114. 2 days after that, that's the last time they won a game, January 23rd. Then on the 28th, they beat the Pistons 117-114. February 1st, they beat the Thunder 112-106. So it's been almost a month since the Rockets won their last game. They were this close to beating the Heat, but give the Heat credit because they beat the Rockets 97-95 on February 10th. Damian Lillard was the player of the game with 71 points. Damn. How did he score a lot of points? 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Alperen Sengun needed 5 more assists to go with a triple-double. 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Tari Eason needed 7 more assists to go with a triple-double. 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. You already know I'm not watching their game tonight when they take on the Denver Chicken Nuggets. The next time I'll watch the Rockets when they face the Bulls next Saturday. Then 2 weeks from tomorrow, I'll watch them when they take on the Lakers. And then I'll watch them again when they take on the Lakers April 2nd, and that's it. And their last game of the regular season on Easter Sunday against the Wizards. Congratulations to 3 out of the 4 teams that got the job done. The Heat barely beat the 76ers. The Lakers got crushed in the first half, but they made a hell of a comeback in the second. The Bulls destroyed the Wizards just like they did to the Nets. And you already know I don't got shit to say about the Rockets. But I'm not giving up on them that easy. But they really need to get rid of Stephen Silas. Get his ass out of here. Before I go, a quick shout out to Mike Henry, whose birthday is coming up, by the way. And Jaime and Katie Filer. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the description down below. Also, a shout out to Eminem's daughter, Haley, and her best friend, Brittany. A link to their Just a Little Shady podcast YouTube channel will also be in the description down below. And congratulations to Haley. She just got engaged. Her fiance was on this past Friday's podcast. But my question is, will Eminem walk Haley down the aisle at her wedding? He needs to, because this is her daughter and she's getting married. Every daddy should walk their daughter down the aisle when they're at their wedding. I want to know who walked Kelly down the aisle at her wedding. Her daddy didn't do it because he's not here anymore. But I believe that he needs to walk Haley down the aisle at her wedding. That wraps up my recap of the Rockets versus Trailblazers, the Wizards versus the Bulls, the Lakers versus the Mavericks, and the Heat versus the 76ers. If you're new here, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell for my next Lakers, Rockets, Heat, and Bulls rants. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave your comment down below. I'm about to go do my running, and I'll be back later to reminisce 21 years of a segment between Stone Cold Steve Austin and the NWO from the February 28th, 2002 edition of SmackDown. Go Miami Heat. Go Chicago Bulls.